And Moses said to her, Although you are the firstborn to your mother, you shall not die, and no evil shall reach you in the midst of Egypt. And she said, What advantage is it to me when I see the king, my brother, and all his household and subjects in this evil, whose firstborn perish with all the firstborn of Egypt? And Moses said to her, Certainly your brother and his household and subjects, the families of Egypt, would not listen to the words of the Lord. Therefore did this evil come on them. Pharaoh king of Egypt approached Moses and Aaron and some of the children of Israel who were with him in that place, and he prayed to them, saying, Rise up and take your brothers, all the children of Israel who are in the land with their sheep and oxen, and all belonging to them. They shall leave nothing remaining, only pray for me to the Lord your God. And Moses said to Pharaoh, Behold, you are your mother's firstborn. Yet fear not, for you will not die, for the Lord has commanded that you shall live, in order to show you his great might and strong stretched out arm. Pharaoh ordered the children of Israel to be sent away, and all the Egyptians strengthened themselves to send them, for they said, We are all perishing. And all the Egyptians sent the Israelites forth with great riches, sheep and oxen and precious things, according to the oath of the Lord, between him and our father Abraham. And the children of Israel delayed going away until night. And when the Egyptians came to them to bring them out, they said to them, Are we thieves that we should go forth at night? And the children of Israel asked of the Egyptians, Vessels of silver and vessels of gold and garments. And the children of Israel stripped the Egyptians. Moses hurried and rose up and went to the river of Egypt and brought up from there the coffin of Joseph and took it with him. The children of Israel also brought up each man his father's coffin with him, and each man the coffins of his tribe. The children of Israel journeyed from Ramesses to Succoth, about 600,000 men on foot, besides the little ones and their wives. Also a mixed multitude went up with them, flocks and herds, even much cattle. The temporary time of the children of Israel who lived in the land of Egypt in hard labor was 210 years. And at the end of the 210 years, the Lord brought forth the children of Israel from Egypt with a strong hand. The children of Israel traveled from Egypt and from Goshen and from Ramesses and encamped in Succoth on the 15th day of the first month. The Egyptians buried all their firstborn whom the Lord had smitten, and all the Egyptians buried their slain for 3 days. The children of Israel traveled from Succoth and encamped in Etham at the end of the wilderness. On the 3rd day after the Egyptians had buried their firstborn, many men rose up from Egypt and went after Israel to make them return to Egypt, for they regretted that they had sent the Israelites away from serving them. One man said to his neighbor, Certainly Moses and Aaron spoke to Pharaoh, saying, We will go a 3 days' journey in the wilderness and sacrifice to the Lord our God. So now let us rise up early in the morning and make them return. It shall be that, if they return with us to Egypt to their masters, then we will know that there is faith in them. But if they will not return, then will we fight with them and make them come back with great power and a strong hand. All the nobles of Pharaoh rose up in the morning, and with them about 700,000 men. They went forth from Egypt on that day and came to the place where the children of Israel were. And all the Egyptians looked and saw Moses and Aaron, and all the children of Israel were sitting before Pi-hahiroth, eating and drinking and celebrating the feast of the Lord. All the Egyptians said to the children of Israel, Certainly you said, We will go a journey for 3 days in the wilderness and sacrifice to our God and return. So now this day makes 5 days since you went. Why do you not return to your masters? Moses and Aaron answered them, saying, Because the Lord our God has testified in us, saying, You shall no more return to Egypt, but take yourselves to a land flowing with milk and honey. as the Lord our God had sworn to our ancestors to give to us. And when the nobles of Egypt saw that the children of Israel did not listen to them to return to Egypt, they prepared themselves to fight with Israel. The Lord strengthened the hearts of the children of Israel over the Egyptians, so they gave them a severe beating. The battle was severe on the Egyptians, and the Egyptians fled from before the children of Israel. Many of them perished by the hand of Israel. And the nobles of Pharaoh went to Egypt and told Pharaoh, saying, "The children of Israel have fled and will no more return to Egypt." And in this manner did Moses and Aaron speak to us. Pharaoh heard this thing, and his heart and the hearts of all his subjects were turned against Israel. They repented that they had sent Israel, and all the Egyptians advised Pharaoh to pursue the children of Israel to make them come back to their burdens. They said each man to his brother, "What is this which we have done, that we have sent Israel from our service?" The Lord strengthened the hearts of all the Egyptians to pursue the Israelites, for the Lord desired to overthrow the Egyptians in the Red Sea. Pharaoh rose up and harnessed his chariot. He ordered all the Egyptians to assemble. Not one man was left excepting the little ones and the women. And all the Egyptians went forth with Pharaoh to pursue the children of Israel. And the camp of Egypt was a very large and strong camp, about 100,000 men. All of this camp went and pursued the children of Israel to bring them back to Egypt. And they reached them encamping by the Red Sea. The children of Israel lifted up their eyes and saw all the Egyptians pursuing them. The children of Israel were greatly terrified at them, and the children of Israel cried to the Lord.